All right. So welcome everyone to this live session here with your host, Trade FX. So as we do every weekdays, we're looking at the Forex market and the indices market here in regards to the EMXAI indicator that I created here. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel if it's the first time that you're on this live. So today is Tuesday, January 9th. So should be a great day of trading overall. Don't have any news here so far, so I'm just gonna share my screen and just going to make sure that everything is closed out. Perfect. So let's start. First, we're gonna go back to what happened yesterday in regards to the setups. So first, I'm just gonna see if we have anyone on currently. All right, perfect. So let's start with US 30. So US 30, we had a sell setup then, and then it reversed. On NASDAQ, we had a buy right at 9. Yesterday, and that one hit TP3. And you had the SSP 500 buy set up here at 9:30, right at market open, and hit TP3 and more. Let's look at the Euro USD. So we had a sell setup here, fortunately lost. Then you had a sell setup at London this morning that went to TP2. The entry was at 3. So at this point, you should be out of the trade. And GU. So GU, same thing. We had a sell setup reversed. Then you had a sell setup at this moment. And finally, we have Euro GBP. So we had a few sell set up here at yesterday London and yesterday New York. Both of them won. Right now we have a sell set up here London. So Euro USD. We have a wrinkle color change. What's that? Color change. Color change. So expecting to have the price going in the opposite way at this point. So yeah. So we'll be looking for bullish movement here on Euro USD. And same thing for GU. All right, so if you aren't here yesterday, I told you guys that I had the Discord that is now completed here. For sure, there's a few things that I need to change, but and to update, but everything is there in regards to all of the actual process of trading that I go through every time that I take a decision to get in the market, and I basically give you access to that on top of the EMXAI indicator that you see. And like I said, if you have any inquiries about the indicator or the group, the membership, anything like that, make sure to send me an email at tradefxmanagement@gmail.com. So tradefxmanagement@gmail.com. And we will send you an actual form that you have to fill out. And based off of that form, we're going to see exactly if you're a good fit in regards to having access to everything that I'm showing you guys on my live. So basically, you're going to have access to the indicator, the access to the actual process of how to trade, the best way to trade, the best time to trade, the best. There's a lot of stuff that most of the people are not showing you guys that I'll be able to show you that will give you a pretty much a good edge in the market. So OGVP, call it change. So that means that we're expecting to go long eventually. So we'll just have to wait and see. Have to wait and see. All right. So far, didn't have any signals here at 9:30. So we'll wait it out. There's no news today. And all right, so GBAUD, we have a sell set up. We have a sell signal here at this moment. So we had multiple sell setups here. And eventually, like I said, I'm working on an update on the indicator in regards to the switch of the market trend. So visually, it's going to be easier for you guys to see in regards to where the market is going, and that will give you basically a good indication exactly of when will be the best time to get out of an a trade that is going against you. Meaning, as you could see, there was a sell here, but the market went bullish, right? But there's a certain point here between that signal to that signal that will show you exactly that the market is switching direction. So when you receive that notification saying that it's going the opposite way, that will be the time to get out of that trade and just take the opposite way. Same thing here. You got to sell here. At a certain point, the market went bullish. So the new update of the indicator will give you an actual signal and an actual line here saying that we are going long. Okay, we're going in the bullish direction, meaning that this trade needs to be, you need to get out of that trade if you're in that position here and you're taking a sell. Okay, so that's the next update here for the indicator, and that way it's going to be easier for you guys to know exactly when to get in and when to get out. Basically, mostly when to get out of the trade, because getting in, you already have that, but to get out of the trade, most of the time it's really the most difficult thing to do. So with the update that I'm working on, you will know exactly when to get out of that trade. All right. So that's gonna be awesome overall. So hi Leon, hope you have a great day. I don't know if you had the time to look at the Discord since yesterday. I know you were excited of getting access to it. So let me know exactly what your feedback on it in general, or if you had any chance to look into it here. And if you had any like trades that you were in, let me know. Took Euro GBP sell 1 hour. Yeah, makes sense. I was talking about the Euro GBP at the beginning of the live. I was looking at it at on the 50 minutes, so there was a few sell setups here. But on the 1 hour, oh yeah, that was on the 1 hour. Sorry about that. So that was the 1 hour entry. So if you took the sell, I think at this point the market is going to reverse, and I think we receive a wrinkle color change. That was on off of the 15, but if we go back on the 15 minutes, we did receive a wrinkle color change at this point right here. So I'm expecting to go long at for the near future. So we did receive a wrinkle color change. So be careful for off of that trade. It may go against you. So that's why you have to follow the actual parameters that I gave you guys. Because if you took you said you took a sell on Euro GBP, that was what, at 4? Was it that London session that you took it? If that's the case, it's getting towards your stop loss zone, Leon. So I would be out of the trade at this point. And like I said, you always need to verify where you're in the market and take a decision off of that. Okay, and that's why I'm by adding the actual indication of when to get out of the trade will help you guys tremendously. So that way you know exactly that you're going in the same direction. And sometime you're gonna receive, for example, I'll give you an example here. Uh, let's say it's going to give you an indication that we're going short, and then right after that you're going to receive a signal going sell, going in the same direction of that previous signal. That's going to give you more confidence to take that trade because it's following the actual trend, right? And then when the trend is completed, you're going to receive a notification saying that, okay, we're switching to the other direction, and that will give you basically the basically the time of when to get out of that signal or that position that you're in, right? So that way you're not going to keep your trade going in the wrong direction for that long. That makes sense. I did not have stop loss tight. It is much higher. Okay. All right. But like I said, with the new feature that I'm talking about, would it help you manage more and minimize your risk if you know exactly what is the direction of the market is going? If you're in a position, I think that will help you out tremendously. All right. So, and if it's the first time being on my live, we do live every weekdays, Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. until roughly 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So basically, the New York Open, we're doing that. And if you want to have access to the actual indicator that you're seeing here, make sure to send me an email at tradereffectsmanagement@gmail.com. And we're gonna basically gonna fill out the form to know exactly to see exactly if you're right fit in regards to the what I'm offering, and then we're gonna contact you and see exactly if it makes sense to partner with me. And you're gonna have access to everything here. And the indicator works on any type of market. Okay, it could be forex, could be indices, it could be metal, like gold, silver, it could be crypto. If you're trading futures, it's gonna work too. If you're option trading, it's gonna work too. Even if you're trading like Nadex, Nadex is an actual platform in the States. It's gonna work too. Okay, because you're gonna have some zones here for the TPs, and usually Nadex is based off of where you think that the price will be going. So in the future, so pretty much, giving you good details on that. So let's see here. Yeah, I see that you have a different setup on the chart with those stop loss and mine. Lower stop loss than yours. What do you mean? I think I should have the same settings here as you, Leon, unless that you change your settings. Because I'm keeping, even though I'm on the 1 hour chart, I'm keeping the same settings, so I'm not changing anything. So this is settings of 15, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 45 for the time frame for the Renko. So that is what it is right now. But like I said, you could play with the indicator and set it up the way that you want. So there's really no specific settings that is basically concrete. So you can always play with it and see exactly what makes sense for you. All right. And in the Discord chat, I will put like an actual like result section. So that way you could post results there. And that's only if you're using the indicator, you're able to put the results off of the indicator. So you need to like screenshot the actual trade signal that you took, and your back office of MT4, MT5, showing the trade and profit or losses that you had. All right. So I'm still working on optimizing the Discord. But like I said, Leon, let me know if you had a chance to look at the Discord in full, to go on all of the sections and see and tell me exactly if you like it or not. And if it's the first time being on my live, make sure to write down in the chat that it's your first time, so I could explain you exactly what you're seeing on the screen. Because Leon is a regular here, and he has the indicator on his end, so he's able to take his own trade when he wants to, and set it up on any currency or any indices that he wants. All right, so let me close that. All right, so far no other signals are coming in, and we don't have any news today, so it should be smooth sailing here overall. All right, so if you have any questions, guys, let me know. This session here is for you guys that I do. So any question that you have for any type of market, I will answer them, and I could show you exactly how the indicator works on different type of markets too. All right. All right. I'm just gonna open. I think I had Discord closed, so let me open it back. All right. What is the best profitable period of the year to trade forex market? So the best period to trade the forex market is basically when people are trading, right? Overall. So I would say starting from this week for 2024, I will tell you exactly for 2024. So second week of January, so week after New Year's until June. Okay, so the end of June. This is the first period, and then you have from September until December. Okay, so January, second week of January until the basically the last week of June. So 1 week before Independence Independence Day in the States, and then afterwards the week after Labor Day until the week before Christmas. All right. So this is basically the period that most volume will be in the market. But you're able to trade any type of market in at any time, even on this in the summertime. It's going to be a little bit slower, but you're still going to have opportunities to get into the market. And the only time that you're not able to trade is basically the bank holidays and yeah, bank holidays are the time that you're not able to trade at all. Okay. And over the weekend, if it's you're trading forex and indices, you're not able to trade it. But crypto is 24/7, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So second week of January until the last week of June, and then afterwards, the week after Labor Day until the week before Christmas. All right. So hope that helped. And avoid trading news. So, like I always say, is that if you want to trade the trend after the news, make sure to wait 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes after the news was released. No problem. So, for the news events, like the big news, like the high impact news, always trade it 30 to 45 minutes after the news is released. The reason why, and if you go back on when was that? Was it on Tuesday or Friday of last week? Uh, that was I think it was Thursday or Friday. We did a live, and we had some news on our live, and I told you guys to wait 30 to 45 minutes before taking the position, and it was a strong sell on the news candle, and then the market started to reverse. And I told you guys to just trade the actual trend after the news event, because most of the time you're gonna trade the opposite way, and that's exactly what happened. All right. So let's go back. So we're gonna call a change on ROGBP. So ROGBP buy. So right now we have a buy on ROGBP. So that's what I told you guys. So if you want to sell setup, Leon, hopefully you're already out of that sell. We had the few sell on GU that it's starting to run here. So that's perfect. And let's look at the ROGBP, ROUSD, sorry. ROUSD is still ranging here, so no specific trend so far. But the indices here are trading down right now. And like I told you guys, I'm expecting to have the indices here going short overall for the year. So make sure to look at your weekly candle and look at what's happening here from week to week here from the last year. Like last year, all of the indices were bullish, and it already topped out in regards to the pricing. So I'm expecting to have a trade down towards previous lows, previous highs that was triggered here from the COVID time, so 2020 until last year. So 3 years of market. So basically, the market was bullish for the last 3 years. So I'm expecting to have a reversal here off of that. All right. So great question overall, Leon, in regards to when to take the trade. So he said Nasdaq 1 hour is buy setup on the charts, awaiting to sell setup signal. All right. So you say on the 1 hour, it was a buy. So let's see. So 1 hour. Oh, okay, I was already on the 1 hour. So you said there was a buy on the 1 hour. Don't see there was a buy here from yesterday. So that hit TP3 and more. Oh, here we go. We have a sell setup here on Nasdaq on the 15 minutes. So the 1 hour yesterday, that was the setups here from yesterday. So we had a buy here at the New York Open. Now we're selling here, so we should expect to have a sell. So if you're waiting off of the 1 hour on the 15th, there's already a sell signal that came in. So if you have a 1 hour sell, that'll be a good probability here that it's going to go in that direction. So good call, Leon. But I know that you're trading off of the 1 hour, so you have to wait for your setup. All right. right. So just gonna put it back on the 15. This is what we're looking at. That's 15. That's 1 hour. So Euro GBP, we have a buy setup here at this moment on the off of the 15-minute. Whoops. There you go. So Euro USD starting to trade down at this moment. So if you're on that sell since London, should be good. Now we have GU continuing going down. So I think this was the high of the week here that was created here on GU on Monday. So expecting to have a sell off here overall. But we'll see. Wait and see. All right. Yeah, not a lot of setups here today, this morning specifically. But yeah, by tomorrow we should have some good setups here. I'll be coming in. So and what we had let me look at what we had for big movers here overall for this week. We could maybe pull up a few pairs. Let's see. Okay, let me go on the Discord. All right, so we had Odd and CAD as like the biggest movers here off of the big movers list. We had US, Euro, GBP, Odd, CAD, and NZD. So let's look at Odd USD. Let me pull up the chart, and we're gonna pull up Odd USD. Let me go Forex here. So Odd USD, as you could see, was bearish here since yesterday, since Monday. So trading in the same direction here as Euro USD and GU. So if we look at the big movers list, I'm not going to show you guys, but I'm going to tell you only for this week. So we had Odd, British Pound, Odd CAD, and British Pound, Euro, US, and NZD. So basically the process that I do here off of the big movers list is that I'm trading only those those currencies here off of the big movers list. Okay. So since me, I love to trade Euro, British Pound, and USD. Since I have those three in the big movers, those will be the three currencies that I would be focusing on. Okay, so I would have Euro USD, GP USD, and Euro GBP as pairs. So those are the three that you see on this on the charts right now. Okay, I could add like odd USD, USD CAD, NZD USD. So odd CAD, Euro CAD, like the different type of combination that you're able to do. This is what I would trade it off of. Okay, so let's look at another pair. So I'll go odd CAD. Okay, as you can see, odd CAD. We had a sell here. Now it's bullish here right now. Let me make sure that I have the sessions open the right way. Yeah, all right. But usually odd. If you go back on the, if you have access to the Discord, Leon, make sure to look at the section called Forex. And in that section, you should see a section stating Forex trading sessions. Okay, and in that section, you should see exactly each currencies and when to trade that currency. Okay, so I'm just going to give you an example. Okay, so we have right now odd CAD on the screen, and based off of the time that you need to trade each currency, so the separate currency, because Forex is two currencies altogether, right? So odd, the best time to trade odd is 7 p.m. until 2 a.m. And then the best time to trade CAD would be from 8 a.m. until 12 p.m. So that means that if I'm going on my settings of my indicator, I will need to do the same. All right. So I will remove 8 to 12. So I'll put it at until 11:30. I always love to trade 30 minutes before the end of that period of time, right? So, and I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to add 7 p.m. So 19 hours, right? So 19 hours until 2. Right, until 2. There we go. Boom. So this would be the best time to trade odd CAD. Okay. So as you can see, there was some setups that are not there anymore, right? And we have new setups that came in. So this is the best setup here based off of the time. So at 7, we had a buy odd CAD. You had some profit right there. And like I said, eventually you're going to receive a notification here on the new update saying that the market is switching from bullish to bearish. And you would have the opportunity to take that trade here off of that signal and take the trend off of the other signal that will be coming in. So that means that you're not going to be missing the move. So you're going to have this move that you're going to take. Then it's going to tell you that it's switching to bearish. That means that you're closing off that trade in profit. Then you get in on the trend. So from here to here should be one trend. And then from here to here, it's another trend. So even though you're not receiving notification here in regards to buy and sell setups like this, like those, you're still going to be able to take a trade here off of the trend of the market. All right. Is that clear for you guys? Especially Leon, because you are the one that has access to the indicator. So let me know if it makes sense in what I'm saying here. So always look at the Forex sessions in the Forex section in the Discord, and just put your sessions the right way based off of the currency. So for this example, we had odd CAD. So odd, the best time to trade odd is 7 p.m. until 2 a.m. And CAD is from 8 a.m. until 12 p.m. So that's why you have those two sessions here open in your settings. And those are the optimal trading time to trade odd CAD. So Leon, just let me know that you understood that. And we're going to continue, or if you guys have any other questions, I'll answer them. It is 10:18. Not a lot of signals or anything like that to look at so far, guys. But I'm just going to continue on looking at the other market here. So we had, let's see here. Let's look at NZD USD, because we had NZD USD as a big mover here overall. So let's look at NZD. So NZD, it's 7 p.m. till 2, and US is 8 a.m. until 12. Okay, so it's the same sessions here as odd CAD. Okay, so the settings, I don't have to change anything off of the settings. So basically this is the settings here for NZD USD. And like I said, on the update, you're going to receive a notification of the trend switching from one trend to another. So that way that if you're in a trade that is going against you, you know exactly when to get out. So you don't need to wait until it touches your stop loss to get out or whatnot, right? So this is NZD USD. Personally, I don't like how NZD USD moves, so it's not a pair that I would trade, but I know people love to trade it, so that's okay. So let's go on odd CAD, USD CAD. So USD CAD is 8 until 12, right? So 8 until 12, this is the best time to trade USD CAD. So you had setups here. Don't like USD CAD how it moves, but and like I said, you're still gonna receive notification here with the update saying that we're switching from one direction to another. And personally, I would only trade it off of the directional changes. So you're going to see like a S green saying that it's switching green, and a S R saying that it's switching red. So that means that we're going in a bullish market if it's going green, and if it's red, it's going to a bearish market. And to get out, you just wait until the opposite switch is coming out. So that means that at that point here, you should have like a S red, sorry, and then you have S green to get out. So you would have taken that movement here in the market, even though it's out of the session, but you're able to take it. So there's really different ways to look at the market and how to trade it. So you could scalp, you could swing trade, you could do whatever you want. All right. So is there any other questions, guys? Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. We do live sessions here weekdays at 9:30 a.m. until more or less 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're doing New York session open. So we look at the market here in regards to indices and Forex, and we can look at any other pairs here available using my custom indicator called EMXAI. So it will give you some setups here in regards to any type of market. It could be crypto, could be Forex, indices, metal, futures, if you're trading futures, or stocks. It's going to work on anything. And the best time frame here to trade it off of EMXAI will be the 15 and the 1 hour. You're able to trade it on the lower time frames too. So you just have to know exactly how you trade if you're a scalper or you're a swing trader, and you trade it off of that. All right, guys, so let me go back on charts. Oh shit, that was USD CHF. I thought it was CAD, it was CHF. Apologize, guys, and you know that my eyes are not that great. So I'm just gonna switch it to CAD. That's what I wanted. USD CAD. Yeah, that's much better. All right. So, like I said, you're still going to receive notification here for the switches here going up or down. And there will be an actual upgrade here in regards to the entries too at the same time. So you may have some entries here that will be upgraded here overall. So really excited here on the next update. Do you trade currently? Do I trade currently? Right now, I do not trade. I didn't took manual trades here for the last 6 to 7 months because of my eye conditions. But I'm right now. What I'm doing here is I'm testing out some automation here, uh, basically for myself, because like you all know, my eyes are not that great, so I'm not able to like see the market and execute fast enough to take the move. So I'm relying on automation here to be able to take trades and to get out of trades. So right now that's what I'm testing out this week. So so that's what I'm doing here at the moment. So by the end of this month, the automation should be completed here, and that way everything will be traded on automation using the indicator that you're seeing right now. Okay, which is which of those trades would you take in? Which of those trades are you taking? Okay, so the actual process here of taking a trade, guys. I'll tell you exactly how I take the trades. So the first rule here is, when do you take the trade? Okay. So you know that the market is open from Sunday market open until Friday afternoon, right? My rule of thumb is I want to trade with volume. So when do we have the most volume? That'll be New York Open on Monday until New York session in the afternoon before 12 on Friday. So that's my window. Okay. So I would say 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday until 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. So this is my window. That's my first criteria. The second criteria is, what pair do I trade on? As you know, I love to trade the New York pairs. So anything that has USD in it, because based off of my trading style and the way that I trade, and when I get up, I love to trade New York because it's easier. There's a lot of volume in it, and usually after an hour and a half, I'm done trading. So that's exactly the session that we're trading on right now. So New York session, okay. And then afterwards, what I would look for would be uh, the actual trend in the market. So what I'm looking for is where the you saw that I have a Renko mechanism in my indicator. This is exactly what I'm looking. I'm not looking at, you see right now, you see the candles and the candle patterns. I do not look at candle patterns at all. I'm not looking at any candle patterns, because the candles are only an indication of the price movement in time. Okay. But what I'm looking for is the actual trend of the price in time. So it's totally different. I'll repeat. The candles are a representation of the market, the price period in time. So right now we're looking at the 15 minutes. So each candle adds up to 15 minutes. And off of that candle, you're going to see exactly where the price went when it opened and when it closed. Okay. But for me, it doesn't matter if the price went up or down within 15 minutes. I want to know exactly what's the trend of the price overall in the longer time. This is what I'm trading. So you would consider that as a swing trader or a long term trading mechanism. but personally, I this is the way that I trade. Okay, so that's why I do not look at the patterns, because overall, if we're looking at the current chart, I'm just gonna close this out. I always tell you guys, I'm just gonna close out everything. Okay, I always told you guys to, like, what I look for first is the weekly. Okay, weekly chart. Boom. So the weekly chart here. Okay, this is maybe the only time that I would look at a candlestick pattern. It's off of the weekly. So the weekly is telling me that US CAD is bullish. I'm expecting to go long. Okay, so off of that information, now I could go on the lower time frame and start getting in position. So, and I always trade off of the 15-minute chart. All right. And what I'm looking, I'm just going to open this. And there you go. And oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Close that and close that. There we go. This is what I'm looking for, guys. I'm looking for how the indicator is the wrinkles are trending. Okay, so if it's bullish, if I'm expecting to go bullish, okay, this is the only thing that I would look for, will be a bullish movement. Okay, and I'll give you a sneak peek of the new indicator. So let me close this out. Let me close this out. And I will show you the new indicator. All right. Won't be long, guys. All right, so let me share my screen again. All right, so just want to make sure that everyone can see my screen. Yes, it should be good now. Perfect. Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna change something else. All right, perfect. All right, so I just want to make sure that you can see my screen. Can you type 1 if you can see my screen, so I can start explaining to you the difference between in regards to the updates that we're gonna have. Like I said, I'm still testing it out, but it should be done maybe by next week. Should be good. So Leon, can you type number 1? Yes. Okay, great. All right. So this is the current setup that you have, guys. Okay. So right now, that's off of the 15-minute on US CAD. So if you go on US CAD and you have this session open here, 8 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. Okay, with the same settings that you have, that's what you should expect to have. Okay. Okay, you should see a sell, but the market went up. Okay. So this is the current setup here on version 5. So now on the new version, you're going to see a big difference here. As you can see, you have a buy setup. But you should see here, right here, you see as SG. SG is saying that it's switching to green. This is the same indicator here, same notification that you see on your version 5 in regards to the wrinkles. So everything will be aligned with the wrinkles. Okay. So it's going to give you a SG. And right after, you should give you a signal here. If it's giving you a signal at the same time as a few seconds or a few minutes after the SG, that means that this is a confirmed trend. That's pretty good. Now, if you have a sell, all right. So if you have a sell, if you have a buy here, and the market is switching to red, so that means that the bullishness is finishing and is switching off of on you. You're going to receive the notification saying that it's switching to red, meaning that the market is going bearish. So if you're on a buy setup, you should close that setup. And as you can see, the market still went down and started to go up here. So that means that you'd be out of that trade. And if you have been on that trade here for a long time, you would be still in big drawdown. So by doing that, it's gonna secure your account. Same thing here. I'm just gonna increase that so y'all can see there's a, am I able to, okay. So here, and there will be some modification here on the moving average too. So that way you're gonna receive the notification here when it's switching to green too. So as you can see, it switched red, and it gave you a sell. Basically, you're taking the trade here. But as you can see, it gives you a sell here, but at the end of the move. Okay. So you're gonna receive. There's always a notification here going saying that it's gonna switch. The Renko is changing colors. So when you're gonna receive that notification saying that the Renko is color change, is changing the color, you have the option to get out of that trade or to wait until it's switching green. So that's pretty much. I'm just gonna go back, and you could see some other move. So you see, there was no signals here like this. But you have the signals saying that it's switching red. So that means that you're able to scalp this movement here. Switching green, you're able to scalp this movement here. And it's switching red right here. So yeah, basically you have two moves off of before the two setups here to get in a trade. You see here, you have a switch green, meaning that the market is going bullish here. And as you can see, it was bullish until that point. So that means that you will be in that trade from here until here. So you have the option to take the buy and sell signals or to take the switches. All right. So that's pretty much the update here on that. Let me know if you understood the update. And like I'm telling you, we are going to work on it. I'm working on it at this moment here. Going back and forth with my coder here to complete that, and should be ready here shortly. So instead of like having, I agree. So instead of having the actual wrinkles on this charts, you don't need to have the wrinkles anymore because it's already coded, and visually you don't need to put the coding, the wrinkle colors in the background, because I know it's a lot of stuff on the same chart. So I want to minimize that. And by doing that, it's going to help you out on knowing when to get in and when to get out of the trade. And if you want to take the continuation of the trend off of a trade that you may have lost, you're able to recover your account and continue going forward. So hopefully it's something that you're gonna love, and it's gonna help you out overall. And I could show you some other setups here. Let's look at GU. So as you can see, there was a switch red, telling you that it's switching red. Let me check. I know we had a setup here, did we? No. So here you had a switch red, so no signals, but it's confirming you that we're going in a downtrend. So based off of that signal, you would be in a trade going down, and you would still be in profit right now. And it's still looking bearish here overall. And as you can see, we go back on the settings here. 6. You see, there was a sell. Yesterday there was a sell, but it reversed on you, right? But on the new indicator, you had a sell and then you had a buy. And that buy went hit TP3. And on top of that, you had a switch here. You see? You had a switch green. So it's telling you that the market is reversing. So that means that if you were on those cells here, it will tell you, okay, we're switching green. So that means that if you have any cells open, close them because you're going in the opposite way. And that's exactly what happened. So you had a switch green, then you had a buy. And that buy hit profit before market close. So I'm testing it out right now on automation since yesterday. So it's doing great so far. So I'm still testing it out here, but manually it will do the same thing if you love to trade manual. All right. Great. So 10:48. So last round of questions for you guys. So if you have any questions, let me know. But we are going to close out the session here in a couple of minutes. Unless you don't have any questions, we're going to close it up earlier. So Leon, I don't know if you have any questions or you're good. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, we're going to close it out right now. There's really no other signals here. No problem, Leon. So, yeah, and let me know if you had any feedback on the Discord. If you went over the Discord info, all the sections, if you had the time to look at them. So we have a sell on GU right now. So sell GU, and Euro USD is a sell too. But yeah, looking good here. So I'm just gonna pull up both of the charts, and we're gonna close it out. Let me go back to this one because it's already there. So GU. So if you're on that sell, looking good. We already had a sell here, but you had two sells here, so those two are currently in profit. And And we have sell on Euro USD. So if you're on that sell here since London, still running. All right. So that being said, guys, so we're gonna close it out right now. So I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. So we'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. For another session. And like I said, the session here for you guys. So if you have any questions, it's the right time to ask the questions. If you want to have access to the Discord and the EMXAI indicator, just send me an email at tradefxmanagement@gmail.com. So tradefxmanagement@gmail.com, and you have to fill up a form here. So we could see exactly if it's a good fit here in regards to the service that we're offering. And in that way, you're going to have access to all of the notions and the indicator and how to use it, and have access to use the indicator here on any type of market like Leon is doing right now and crushing it. So yeah, that's pretty much it here. So we'll reconvene tomorrow at the same time, 9:30, and we'll catch on tomorrow, guys. Okay, peace.